morning, it's Joey. It is a Saturday and it is REI garage sale day. So I'm excited. It's early and I'm heading out to go see what I can find. I don't need a lot, but who knows? You never know what you might find. One thing I am looking for is a Big Agnes copper spur tent. I've decided I really want that instead of my Scout UL2. So who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky, but I'll report back when I'm done. And I've got some other things I want to share with you, including my trip to the Siler Bald with some folks from the GATC. So I'll share that with you as well. Take care. So here I am. I just pulled up to the REI garage sale. There's a bit of a line this morning, but it's not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and take my spot and see what I can find today. I'll let you know. Okay, so I just left the REI garage sale, and at first I thought it was going to be a total bust, but I've learned to take my time and loop around the store 2, sometimes even 3 times, because people come in and grab everything they can, they go through it, they decide what they don't want, and then things start popping up again. And today there were probably 30 people in line ahead of me, so I wasn't very good at getting the tents. And did look at a lot of different sleeping pads because I thought I might find one that's a little bit lighter than my climate. Didn't have any luck there, but I looped back around again and I found a Nemo Hornet 2-person tent, which is a great alternative if I'm not able to get the copper spur that I would like. So that was only $131. It was an awesome bargain. It was returned because somebody said the rain fly leaked, but I couldn't find any damage, and the only way I could think it might have been leaking was through the zipper. So I'm going to give it a shot and see if it works, and if it doesn't work for me, I'm sure that I could sell it to somebody else who would like the tent. Also found a bear canister, which I've been debating about. I'm not sure if I want one or not, but it was also on a pretty deep discount, and it had just been returned because somebody tried it and decided they wanted a bigger one. So their loss, good for me. So I'll show you all that stuff when I get home and get it set up, and probably will do another gear video soon, but wanted to share with you that I did have good luck at the REI garage sale. And just a couple tips if you're thinking about going to one. Everything is non-returnable, so you do have to check and make sure that you understand any kind of damage that there might be, exactly what you're buying, and just make sure it's what you want, because you can't bring it back. You can only sell it on the secondary market if you're not happy with your purchase. But they're real nice. It was very organized. They even had coffee and donuts out for everybody, which was sweet, and definitely worth the trip today. So here is my find of the day from the REI garage sale. Got a nice little Nemo 2-person tent. Nemo Hornet weighs about 2 pounds, give or take, and I'm really excited about it. Super easy to set up, not 100% freestanding, but more freestanding than my Scout, and still hoping that maybe I can get a copper spur, but if not, this one should work out pretty well on the trail. So here's a quick look at the inside. It's pretty cozy, and I think it's actually a little bit smaller than the one I had before, the Scout UL2, but I think it'll work out just fine. So my little friends and I are excited to share some big news. I am now an official badge-wielding member of the Georgia Appalachian Trail Club. And it takes a little bit of work to accomplish that. It's not something that you can just sign up and join, but it is the group that is responsible for maintaining the Appalachian Trail in Georgia. So I'm very excited to be part of that group, and taking backpacking trips with them, and also doing trail maintenance and whatever needs to be done to help promote and protect the Appalachian Trail in Georgia. I recently met up with some folks from the Georgia Appalachian Trail Club, and we took a quick backpack up to Siler Bald in North Carolina. It was a great trip, and they were folks I'd never met before, but I was thrilled to discover that one of them was a 2-year veteran ridge runner, and he had just amazing tips for me as we went through our hike. Was very patient with my pace, and even showed me how to hang my bear bag, which is something I'd struggled with a little bit. So that was awesome, and I just can't thank you enough, Bill. So appreciate all of your help, as well as John leading the trip. It was really absolutely amazing and beautiful. About 4 miles up to the top of Siler Bald, and found a great little campsite, and then hiked the rest of the way to the top, which never seemed to end, to get up to the elevation of 5,200 feet. But we had a great time, found lots of people also enjoying the view, and just hung out for a little bit, met some folks, and then went back down the hill to cook our dinner, and then hiked back up again to see the sunset. And I've got some great shots of that coming up, but also wanted to tell you about a thru-hiker that we met. Her name was Swagger, and she was doing a flip-flop and had just recently come through Georgia and was heading up, but unfortunately had a deadline to get back to work. So Swagger was changing her pace a little bit, and she really just learned to appreciate the trail, knowing that she would have to come back at a later time and finish up a few miles, probably some of Virginia when she's done. But I promised to shout out to Swagger. It was great to meet you. Great to hang out with all the folks on the mountain. Just really had a wonderful weekend trip, and would highly recommend the views for you if you haven't been to Siler Bald. It's just absolutely gorgeous.